US GAAP, Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. GAAP are accounting rules for publicly traded companies in the United States, where it is used to prepare financial statements for the same. For local and state governments or companies operating under them, there is a set of accepted accounting statements with its own assumptions, principles, and constraints, and is determined by GASB or Governmental Accounting Standards Board. So we'll first see what are the objectives of US GAAP, and then we'll see through some organizations in the US which sets the accounting standards. We'll briefly touch upon WEET committee and the publications of FASB. So GAAP, even though is not written under law, the US Securities and Exchange Commission requires that it be followed for preparation of accounting statements in publicly listed companies in the USA. Currently, in the case of the companies, Financial Accounting Standards Board sets the accounting principles for the profession. For reporting based on accounting, which is accounting reports, it is also seen that the US GAAP provisions are very different from international financial reporting standards. There is effort, however, to reconcile differences between the two, so that reports created under international standards will be acceptable for SEC or SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, for publicly listed companies in the US. The main objectives or the basic objectives remain on financial reporting, which should be useful to potential investors in a market economy, creditors and other users, help them make informed decisions for rational investments, credits and other financial but decision-making purposes. Next, we'll take a look at what are the different organizations. One is SEC, which is United States Securities and Exchange Commission. The other one is AICPA, which is American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Financial Accounting Standards Boards. So these are the organizations which has shaped the development of GAAP in the United States. Other influential bodies like American Accounting Association, Institute of Management Accountants, Financial Executive Institute, etc. Now, SEC was created just after Great Depression, where at that time there were no formal accounting structure in place in the United States. SEC worked with a lot of private institutions and set up GAAP. In 1939, on US SEC's initiatives, AICPA was appointed, or AICPA was appointed as a committee on accounting procedures. Committee on Accounting Procedures issued 51 accounting research bulletins, and it solved many timely accounting problems. However, after a few years, it was felt that problems and resolutions of problems in the accounting space was not the way forward for accounting in USA. Thus, in 1939, AICPA created the Accounting Principles Board, which was tasked with the formation of an overall conceptual framework in accounting. AICPA is also told as AICPA or AICPA. Now, this issued 31 opinions and was dissolved in 1973 for the failure to act promptly. AICPA later established the Accounting Standards Executive Committee, or ACSEC or SEC, which published audit and accounting guidelines, statements of positions, and practice bulletins. Realizing that APS needs to be reformed, which is the accounting provisions, which needs to be reformed, WEET committee was appointed. So this is WEET committee, was appointed for establishment of accounting principles. APS was dissolved, and in its place a new standard setting structure was created, which was composed of Financial Accounting Foundation, which selects members of FASB, Financial Accounting Standards Board. Standards Advisory Council also was established. FASB has the following types of publications, namely Statements of Financial Accounting Standards, most authoritative, GMP. More than 150 publications till date is with FASB as well as FASAC. Statements of financial accounting concepts, interpretations, and technical bulletins. In 1984, FASB created Emerging Issues Task Force or EITF, which dealt with new and unusual financial transactions with a potential to become common for internet-based companies. EITF is more like a problem filter. For FASB, EITF resolves short problems and leaves the long or other long problems with FASB. Thank you.